shit.
$7 million budget.
$7 million.
$70 million
to extend it.
Yeah.
It did seem like they added a lot of CGI moments to it, a lot of acting.
Did the CGI look solid though?
Let's be real. DC
so you
doesn't
didn't watch it, right?
Nah.
Okay, so
I've seen the first one, the regular one.
Okay,
I didn't see
The non-director's
so this
cut.
is a me and Matt conversation. All right,
Go ahead, get to
But
it.
DC doesn't have a very good track record with me.
They don't. They didn't have a good track. They didn't have a good track
No, I
record.
seen the first one,
No.
not the cut.
They didn't have a good track record with me neither.
so we hated the first one, right? The first Justice League.
I hate
The first one
I
sucked.
hate all DC movies.
Okay.
I don't understand why
I
they.
thought Wonder Woman was good, and obviously the newest Joker
First
was
one?
good.
That's
The
Wonder
first
Woman is the
Wonder Woman
only
was-
thing that they have to hang on to.
Yeah.
I didn't like that motherfucker.
Well, Batman's usually hit.
The Dark Knights.
He's actually excluded from Batman and shit. Like that.
Batman-
Everything
I was
else
saying,
we're
it's
talking about.
Almost
Batman.
all
Dark Knight's
Batman's
almost different,
usually
yeah.
hit. Except for when they did the Batman versus Superman. Ben Affleck is not Batman. It's just
I
not.
fuck with Ben Affleck as Batman.
No,
I do.
no.
George Clooney was better.
Bro,
Fuck
Ben
outta
Affleck is. Bro, yes he was. Yes,
George
he,
Clooney was better than Ben
Come
Affleck.
on, Ben
And that's not
Affleck-
saying shit.
I think Ben Affleck did a good job as Batman.
Come on, man.
bro. Ben Affleck is the worst Batman
Of all time.
for sure.
Nah.
Yeah.
Bro, what's
I didn't like
Yeah, what's
Christian
weird.
Bale.
What's
either.
weird about it with
You
me
like
is
Christian Bale?
what's weird about it with me
The
is I
voice,
feel
nigga,
like
I can't do that voice, my nigga.
you have to. I don't like any of the voices. I think it's too. I think it's way too. I think the voice thing is way too corny. I think
Anything about deeper voices in fucking cartoons.
He's got it.
for me, I gotta judge
He
the
can't
Batman
do
on what he does.
It sounded stupid as fuck.
For me, I gotta judge the Batman on what he does without the suit on because
Yeah,
the voice is way too corny.
It's who's
Bruce
the better
Wayne, yeah,
Bruce
who's the
Wayne?
better Bruce Wayne? Yeah, not who's the
Michael
better
Keaton
Batman.
is the best of all time.
That's fine, but I'm
Fuck
just saying
outta
Ben
here.
Affleck is trash. He's
George
a trash
Clooney,
Bruce
you should
Wayne.
have kept that.
I'm saying he better than Ben Affleck. Michael Keaton
Christian
is better
Bale
than
is
all
a
of them.
better Bruce Wayne than Ben Affleck to me.
No, I said he's
yeah,
a better.
he's-
Ben,
yeah.
He better Batman than Michael Keaton, or
Bro,
No.
Bruce Wayne.
Ben Affleck is
I'm
not.
talking about George Clooney is a better Bruce Wayne than Michael Keaton.
Who cares?
Come on, man, that's nuts.
George Clooney only did one of them,
The
I
fuck
think,
wrong with
right?
you?
Did he only do
He
one?
He
did
might
one.
have
Most of the niggas
two.
did one except
You
for
two or
Christian
one?
Bale and Mike
I know
Keaton.
he did Batman and Robin.
He
I
did the
believe.
one with
That's the only
Arnold
one.
Schwarzenegger, didn't
I
he?
feel like he did two.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think he did two.
He did the one with.
The one with
He did the one with Jim Carrey
Jim
and then
Carrey.
the one with
Yeah,
Arnold
yeah,
Schwarzenegger.
yeah.
No,
That
it
was
was
a
a
good
different
one.
nigga.
Was it?
That was George Clooney.
Oh, nigga.
Nah,
it was
It was actually a nigga that was in there that I can't remember his
Yeah, I
name.
can't
He
remember
was
his
one of the
name.
Batmans.
Oh, just a random.
They switched him up. Yeah, George Clooney.
He's a
might
nigga
only
that
did
niggas
Did
one.
one? Okay.
Look him up right quick.
I haven't seen him in forever.
Look what up.
The nigga's name.
Why you doing that?
Batman Forever.
Why you doing that? It's one of them niggas. I know I can't figure
We
his
know
name.
his name.
Batman
See it.
Forever was
With a K or something.
Val Kilmer.
Val
Val Kilmer. Oh my God.
What the fuck? I thought that was George
He
Clooney.
was better than Ben
Yeah,
Affleck.
he was.
But check it out.
Forgot about that.
Damn.
But check it out. Hold on. I was saying, was George Clooney Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay, yeah,
That's
yeah.
the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's,
Yeah.
that's the
Mr. Freeze, Dr. Freeze.
Had a chick with a
With Robin and shit. Yeah, yeah,
and
Robin.
Batgirl.
Lisa
Chick from
Silverstone.
Clueless.
Lisa
So back to
Silverstone.
this Justice League, bro. Before we get off too crazy. This feels like it's about to be a trend that they're about to start doing with movies that they fucked up on.
That's the first thing I thought.
If that's the case, they need to do this with every fucking.
I feel
movie
like
they made.
I don't know if it's gonna be a trend. I feel like it worked right now because of the whole
The time.
quarantine thing.
People got time.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I mean, you can't do it. You can't put out 4-hour movies.
It almost feels like a little series. Cause do you remember?
Well,
the
they
movie-
split it up into parts.
Do you remember Hateful Eight? Yeah, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I remember the Hateful
Is that the
Eight.
Denzel shit?
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that.
So
It's pretty good.
that was a Quentin
I'm not
Tarantino
watching it.
movie. He released a director's cut
Yeah.
where on Netflix you had to watch
that
it.
nigga's the goat.
So how long is
I
the
didn't
whole
even-
thing?
I didn't even-
It's
It was
5-6 hours.
episodic. It became out. So you had episode 1, 2, 3.
I
This
didn't
nigga
even know
said
that.
episodic, but yeah, go ahead.
So fuck, nigga, listening to Kodak, nigga. I'm not listening to that shit.
Okay.
Anyways,
Keep listening to them fuck niggas.
they should have did that with this one, but whatever, because it does feel
I would
exhausting.
say I watched it that way anyways. I split it into 2 parts. I
They
watched.
gave it an 8.4 out of 10 on here. They're amping.
That sounds.
I mean,
crazy.
Why was this even
A
made?
lot of people are giving it good reviews.
I liked it.
It's just because it was better than the original.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't see the original, and I liked it.
Oh my god.
So
So we can't even have a fucking real
So
conversation.
how is
We
this
can have a
made?
real conversation
Is this-
because that goes against what you're saying. You're saying people liked it because it's better than the original. I liked it because it was good. I didn't see the original.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. It still wasn't that good.
I didn't see the original because I heard it was trash, so I didn't watch it.
This
and I don't like DC movies.
This movie right here.
So you went off what another nigga said.
I don't like DC movies to begin with. So when I heard it was trash from people who like DC, I was like, I'm definitely not gonna like
I
it.
agree.
But
I
check
watched a
this
lot of
out. And I can get into DC's problems in general, but right here is that the first movie was bad, right? So the second one just felt like they tried to make it better. They put more music in there. They had epic scenes that seemed like they went like Aquaman walking to the fucking at the beginning, walking to the dock, about to jump in the water, and he's in slow motion, and the music it lingered.
Why do we think DC's not as good as making movies than Marvel?
Because they're not.
It's lingering moments and shit. They tried to make this more epic, right? They added much more details and they slightly changed the plot of the villain. Slightly changed the story a little bit. It made sense finally now. It finally made sense to a point where you could accept it, and it took 4 hours to do it. With all of that done, it still was extra. At times I felt like it was a commercial for Mercedes. It felt very corporate. It felt like
Was Jared Leto in this one too?
Yes, at the very end.
he only was in at the end,
For
felt
like
some
3
extra
minutes.
ass shit.
Worst Joker of all time.
Well, it was the epilogue. It was they had so the last
Yeah.
the last like 10 minutes of the movie they were kind of
fucking trash.
trying to
Joker,
set
bro.
up the next like series of DC movies.
Yeah, but guess what? They're recasting Superman.
Yeah, I know.
They're recasting
You're probably right.
Superman. They're fucking Ben Affleck is recasted.
Yeah, he's not
They
bad.
got the vampire nigga now.
Yeah,
right?
yep, that's him now.
It's too late. They're trying to set it up for the next one, which they did a better job.
I actually watched an interview with Zack Snyder. He actually said that he put Joker in this because in all of his other Batman movies he wasn't in it, and he felt like that was wrong. So he wanted to do that just to throw him in there. It was literally just to throw him in there.
And that's what it felt
Yeah.
like. That's what it felt like. It felt.
I didn't like the epilogue. The epilogue sucked to me.
But it started to make me think like, hold up, are they getting into timelines in here? Talking about multiverses and multi-timelines and shit?
They need to do something because they can't make.
I think they are supposed to be getting into that with the Flash.
They said just stop making DC movies. Bottom line.
Well, the problem with DC, I'm gonna tell you, the problem with DC movies in general, the reason why they're not as good is because the actual comic book characters aren't as good. That's the first issue. Superman is so it's
Bland.
Superman.
He's bland.
Yeah.
He has no
He's
personality.
the best. He's the strongest. You can't fuck with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Batman.
It's just less entertaining than.
That's why
the others.
everybody loves Batman, because he doesn't have any fucking powers. It's just like, how is this shit happening? This is interesting. He's vulnerable.
Isn't for every DC character is a counter character on Marvel?
Nah, I don't know.
I don't know about all that.
But Wonder Woman,
No, like they're kind of similar, but they're it's DC and Marvel.
Wonder Woman, they tried to do Captain Marvel, whatever. That's new. Wonder Woman she's the next oldest fucking character. These characters are old and not updated. They tried to update Aquaman. He's the only thing really making this shit tick, and Cyborg. People love Flash. That's why he's got a TV show. But
I wouldn't feel it. None
Yeah,
of
I'm
this
not a
shit.
huge fan of Flash either, but
I'm a Flash guy, but he's got his own TV. He's had 2 TV shows.
my son's a Flash guy.
The
He
shows
loves Flash.
fuck it up.
They
'cause
actually had a long
they
run.
keep making these shows.
The show, yeah,
little
yeah.
side shows and shit. Niggas don't want to watch.
But
this shit.
Cyborg, I felt like terribly done.
He needs
That's the
his,
nigga from the
he needs his own
Aquaman,
movie.
right? The black nigga.
Yeah.
Cyborg needs his own movie.
Yeah, they could have did it better.
It basically was his movie.
I was
in
gonna
here.
say, yeah, I don't know what they can do with him now.
They did everything in there for him, basically.
They can't do anything based on how he became Cyborg or anything because that was all in this movie. So he'd have to have his own
They covered all the grounds for all the characters in here. That's
Yeah.
what they did. In the first one, it was this movie cut in half. Shit was rushed.
So
Yeah.
The fucking show is better than the movie.
Didn't have it. Like I said, I didn't see the first one. I have seen DC films before, and I saw bits
Suicide
and
Squad.
pieces of the first one.
Suicide Squad was fucking trash.
Wasn't good.
I feel like this one was a lot darker than what I've seen
Is
before.
Harley Quinn in this shit?
Yeah, they
No,
lighted
she's
it
not.
differently too.
Which I like the darkness of it. That's why I like the Dark Knight movies.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's why I like this film, because they went away from like all them other DC films. I feel like they try to make it like Avengers too much. Where this one, I think they did their own thing.
Definitely biting off the Avengers.
Well, they did. I don't feel like they did in this one. I feel like they tried to do their own thing with the darkness and all that, and I like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All I'm gonna say is the design on Cyborg was trash.
You talking about the way he looked?
Yes.
What's your beef with
They
it?
could have made it look more like we were introduced to him in the cartoon.
He didn't look anything like the cartoons, really. No, other than basically his face.
Okay. Him having, them.
Oh, so y'all really watched these Batman cartoons back in the day?
You never watch
Teen
Teen
Titans?
Titans?
I didn't fucking watch
You
it.
never watched Justice League?
No, nigga.
Teen Titans. Cyborg is basically a Teen Titans
I watched
character.
the X-Men cartoon back in the day, the motherfucking all the other shit, Marvel shit, the
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Justice League
You
cartoon
wasn't
was-
watching DC, right? Because the shit's probably
It's
boring to
boring.
you.
Justice League,
Yeah.
the cartoon was hard.
It was decent. It wasn't fucking with the nothing Marvel, and it's just because their characters are. It's too like.
Overpowered.
I
and
never
boring.
thought about that. You
Yeah.
might be right.
All their
It's
characters-
the story, the characters are boring before
The
anything
Marvel
like
characters
exists.
have a lot more like charisma.
Charisma.
It's more interesting. It's easy to.
better
Jokey.
backstories. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got the humor and the sarcasm with Iron Man. You got
every Avenger has a little bit of
Better ability
humor.
to blend with other characters. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Their characters.
But at the same time, they got a motherfucking Black Widow movie. That sound like they. I was surprised that they would even went
She's
that
not
route.
even got a power. She doesn't even have any powers.
But the fact that they
she's
just made a whole movie on
she's
this
just bad
character
as
is
Scarlett
crazy.
Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. Yeah,
She's
that's
bad.
why she's gonna sell tickets.
and
Yeah, but it's
Niggas wanna
probably
see
going to be a
that
good
type-
movie though. That's
Niggas
what I'm
wanna see
saying.
that
Her
type body.
villain was dope. I think I didn't even see the movie, but the Taskmaster is like a dope villain.
he is a dope villain. He studies you and then just beats you with your own moves, basically.
Yeah. So, but who else is? So you got Flash, Aquaman. The hoes is loving Aquaman. Obviously, he's like their most modern character.
Fucking Steven Adams here.
Yeah.
Steven Adams, exactly. Yeah,
I think
type nigga.
Oh,
Man,
yeah,
that's
he's
crazy.
From, he's Samoan actually. But so Cyborg is the newest actual character in the Justice League, but his design's trash. They did okay with his story. Aquaman, they were just relying so heavily on this nigga's taking his shirt off. Like this nigga's Aquaman,
He's
but
got his shirt off about 70% of the time.
he's
on camera.
walking to the shore on a pier. He's taking his shirt off. He's
Yeah,
threw his shirt in the water.
they make it like
This
that.
nigga had a glass of liquor. He threw it in the water.
Yeah, they going too far with this shit. So they know how to
He's
do
that
this
guy,
He's
bro.
Aquaman though. Don't
Aquaman's
he care
never
about
been
the
a
water?
major
Mm.
factor in the superhero world.
They trying to make this shit so sexy.
shit. Yeah,
Batman's
sexual.
the
He
only.
threw it back in there for later. He's
I
gonna go
think
get it.
the thing that really fucked this up though is Ben Affleck being Batman just really fucks this up for me.
Yeah.
Batman
But
was weird in this
Do y'all
movie.
niggas, do you like Ben Affleck as an actor as it is though? Because I
Yes,
don't.
I do.
It depends on what he's in.
Okay, Daredevil was fucking trash.
Yeah, that was
He has
that was
no-
It
super
was
trash.
better than this.
The Town was the
his
best, the
Daredevil-
closest to
his
the best shit he
Daredevil was
got.
Gone
better
Girl
than
was
Batman.
good.
I
What?
didn't watch this
Gone
shit.
Girl.
Is that the
Gone
one?
Girl.
Which one is that one? Is that the one with where he's like like his niece or something?
Nah.
No.
He's got some good movies, but he's not
I mean,
Batman.
he's never
Fuck
been a
him.
top tier actor either.
Fuck him.
He's been a guy in the game. You know what I'm saying?
He's never been like.
He's been a player in the game.
Nobody's ever played a Ben Affleck movie.
Fuck that
He's
nigga.
kind of one of them dudes who got up there. I think for his
His
face,
looks.
his looks. Yeah.
He's a bitch.
The girls liked it, so that's why
Fucking
he kind of
booty
got up
chin.
there.
I don't know how that girl.
Argo?
was like him.
Fuck out
He got J Lo, so it is what it is, I guess. But
She played as a goof ass.
Still got that pussy.
yeah,
Did he?
I hope so.
She never even fucked him one time. He's a lame ass nigga. Bought her that big ass ring. And he get no pussy. That's why he bought the ring. He's like, nah, I'm gonna get some pussy.
so to me, the
That's his voice,
characters,
huh?
the characters were wrong.
That's how you
The
sound.
only characters that felt natural was Wonder Woman. I felt like her.
Gal Gadot
Gal
has
Gadot is a
that role
beast,
on lock.
bro.
She is Wonder Woman to me. I'm okay with that. Cyborg.
She's fine as shit
Dude could
too.
have been Cyborg,
Man,
but they.
I beat her butt.
She's fine. Dude could have been Cyborg, but they did the fucking design on
Would
him
you not?
wrong.
Yeah.
So you sound like one of the motherfucking comic book nerds for real. Like, oh, the design wasn't right.
No, it just not even.
I can't do the design to the movie.
Nah,
It's terrible.
It just is over. It's extra. It doesn't.
You
look
kind of
real.
have to
Come
when
on,
when
nigga.
you know what people look like already. You
Perfect
expect them
example,
to look
Resident
that way. You know what I
Evil.
mean?
Shit that has nothing to do with the fucking game. They don't look nothing like.
It just
you
doesn't
need to
look
see
real.
what we're used
How
to.
was the movie as it's just separated for a second?
For me, it's not
The
even
movie
about.
alright?
The movie is cool. They had to make it work. They had 4 hours to make it work. Okay, and even still, at the end,
It was definitely too long.
Put in all that work.
So was this a
added
2
extra-
hours extra added on top of the end,
No.
or was it just they worked
Oh,
in
no,
the
it
2
was
hours
in
to
between.
the
extra
okay.
details.
But they didn't
They
use
explained-
any of the scenes that were shot from the original one.
They didn't.
Nope. There may be scenes
Did
that
they
were very
reshoot?
similar. They reshot them. Yep.
Okay, but one thing I noticed that they did, all they really did is that they slightly changed the plot, and all they did was fundamentally they just gave you more backstory on each individual character and then uniting. Because in the original one, it was just like, oh, we need Flash. Oh, found Flash. Oh, Flash is in the squad. Oh, we need Aquaman. Find Aquaman. Oh, he said no. Oh, no, now he's pulling up. He's on the squad. You know, and it was just like no backstory. It was no nothing. You know, like.
So this is not good because typically if you make something that's gonna be 2 or 3, 4 hours long, typically that means that you're gonna have the best quality because you get to develop your shit better.
like the Avengers.
Right.
You had a set of fresh eyes on it.
Yeah, I think they did. To be honest.
It was good. It was good. It's not no 8 out of 10. It's not no 8.5 out of 10. It's not better than anything that the Avengers.
But you don't think the development setups helped
This
make it
was
better?
closer to the Avengers than most DC movies.
the
are, though.
development made it better.
Okay,
It definitely
that's
did.
okay. That's what I wanted to understand.
But they still got some things that are just off.
So
You know,
you still got problems.
the characters are off.
Yeah.
The characters are off,
And
bro.
DC's been
You
doing
got a lot of technical issues though with this shit more than anything.
The characters are off for me.
You know, you real nitpicky with this type of shit.
Yeah. It was the
Sound
director's cut. I feel like as far as the directing job went, they did a good job.
It was better,
That's
bro.
why I
They
liked it.
changed it than the first one, and that's
Right.
why people.
Well, that's what I
are-
heard. I mean, the first one was destined to fail because he started the first one and had to leave or whatever because of like family issues or something.
Yeah.
So
And
it
the other
seemed
guy
like
took over in the
overall,
middle.
I feel like
the
either way it
general
was gonna be
people is
trash.
happy with this cut. It
Yes.
sounds
And
like.
I can
Yeah.
understand it because it's finally a win for them.
Because it's way better than the first one.
But
the
even
original.
still, it's still not good enough to me. It's better.
Good
but it's
enough
not-
for
I'm
like
so-
it just should have been better, or what do you mean?
The thing is I'm starting to realize I may be a little bit biased, but
Sound like it.
this movie is just.
Towards like
DC versus
Marvel or what?
It might be fucked up that I saw the first one. The first one was so bad that I'm just sitting here like, okay, they added this in. Okay, they added this
Yeah.
part in. They added this in. But it's better. I will say that it's definitely better. The changes that they made in the story were better. I don't even remember Darkseid really being in the.
I don't think he was. I remember
Nah.
reading about the differences between the two movies, and they were
Yeah.
saying Darkseid wasn't even really in the first one at all,
So-
if at all.
So, but Darkseid was in the one with Batman versus Superman. I think I could be.
Yeah,
Something
he
like
was.
that. Yeah.
I could be
He
it.
was.
So Lex Luthor, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with him. What's his role? It's
Well, that was
just,
a flashback.
It's still so
from
messy.
one of the other movies.
In the beginning, it was a flashback to the movie that set up this movie.
Yeah.
Because basically, you know, the Avengers, they had all these movies that basically set up the Avengers to come together. The only movie that set this one up is Batman vs Superman and Wonder Woman. Those are the only movies that set it up. So it was rushed.
I feel like that's what they do every time they make a DC.
Well, that's why it had to be
But you
4
know
hours
what?
long.
You
'cause
might
they
be
rushed the
right
other
when
one.
you saying you could see a trend of this coming, because I could see them putting out more like, this is the new cut of this. Remember they did it with they just came out with Godfather 3, a whole new cut. They
I
did some
didn't
shit like
see
this.
that, but I'm gonna have to see that.
They did it like this.
I would never
where they
watch
added scenes and
Godfather
So
stuff.
they added scenes. They kind of
I saw
enhanced the
Godfather
storyline.
3. I didn't see the new cut.
Sometimes would never watch Godfather 3. Period.
Oh,
Ever
nah,
again.
if you like mob movies, you
That
gotta
one was
watch
bad,
it.
but he redid it because he know
I love
motherfuckers
Mama,
hated
but that
it.
was a bad movie.
You
And
watched
the
it.
director recut
I
it
watched
because
the
he
first
knows
two.
they hated the same
Kind of
thing with
dangerous
this
if you're
here.
gonna let people do that, though.
Um,
You know what I mean?
New cuts.
lastly,
Like
I
my
want to
movie
say
sucks. Let me fix it.
Jared Leto's Joker was no better than. Jared Leto's.
I mean, we only got a very small taste of it, but
It's a different Joker, too.
It's a Jared Leto. is not the better. He's.
What
I
do
don't
you
think
mean?
it's even debatable that he's. Is anybody saying that he was up there with them other niggas?
He's not even a top. Not
thing
even
is,
top five.
I
and he's
see him
just
trying
only
to,
5.
in this epilogue. I see him trying to get into his bag.
Mhm.
I see it, and I'm rooting for him.
You can't quite get it
But
done.
it's just not.
It's not good enough.
It's not happening for me. I don't know why. I don't know what.
Does it feel like he over trying? He overdoing it?
Feels a
He's
little-
not. It's forced.
It feels a little forced.
Yeah.
He's not no Jacqueline Phoenix.
Goodness sakes, is it fucking 11? All right, I give this movie a fucking 6.
I gave it a 7. So
All right, we give it a 6.5, which is bullshit because it's not better than Cherry.
So y'all need to redo that shit then.
I liked it better than Cherry.
Give y'all ratings is correct because y'all niggas sound
Can't
like y'all.
compare the two. It's
Oh man.
action
All right,
versus love.
that's all I got, man. That's all I got for you niggas. We done extended our stay. This is our longest episode so far.
It's basically this fucking Zack Snyder's cut of the podcast. This motherfucker, how long is this shit, nigga?
Added scenes.
I'm
The
Shinobi
ironic thing.
Gaines. These guys are pros. You thinking what I'm thinking. Aim for the bushes, but hit us up on all the podcast platforms. Like and subscribe on the video, YouTube, and check us out there. Tell
hit
your
that
friends.
bell.
We appreciate y'all.
comment,
We
share.
do all that
Notification
shit, man.
bell.
We appreciate the love and support.
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
We really do.
Tell a few friends about it. So
Fuck
holler
with
at your boy.
Fuck with us one time.
We out of here.
Peace.
Yes, sir.